All right, for today, Bell worked from yesterday to see if you learned from the sub, which was also me, about how to graph this, and then we'll go over it. Today will be a really short day, super short. Yep. Tomorrow is the review, and then Wednesday is the test. I will not be here on Wednesday for the test.
Goodness gracious me.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Actually, great question. You absolutely want a TI 84 for today.
Oh my goodness. I love mine.
Howdy. Okay. So to graph this, I actually have no idea how I lectured over this last year. We'll see if the way I'm going to explain it now matches what you were told to do yesterday. And by yesterday, I mean Friday. That is correct. So this is recorded because this is now the area where I was on paternity leave. And that'll be for like the next month, recording all these that I wasn't here for. All right, so how I would do this is first find my vertical asymptotes. What are the vertical asymptotes for this graph? 0. Right? If x is 0, your denominator would be 0, and you can't divide by 0.
Oh, the vertical.
The vertical one is 0. Oh, I see. You're right. I see what you're saying. So I'm going to graph that x equals 0. That's this line right here. That's a vertical asymptote. Okay, what is the horizontal asymptote? Why is it none? Because it's bigger on top. 2 is bigger than 1. Power at the top is 2, power at the bottom is 1, 2 is bigger. Bigger on top is none. Okay, then we would find the x-intercepts. I don't even know if that's something that I did. Did we do that? X-intercepts? That would be when the numerator is equal to 0. So when does 3x squared plus 1 equal 0?
Oh.
I think it- I think for no real numbers, right? Because we square root that, that's no, you can't square root a negative number and get a real. It'd be, the square root of 1/3 I. So no real. So this has no x-intercepts. Huh? What's- You think so? It has a graph and it has no y-intercept either, right? Because if we do y-intercept and we find out what f of 0 is, well, that's a vertical asymptote, right? 3, 0 squared plus 1 divided by 0 is undefined.
Oh my god. What am I telling you, silly?
You have to, yes,
This isn't real.
most of this is non-real.
It's fake.
But the next thing is totes not fake, low, high key. High
Oh
key.
my god.
The slant asymptote.
I forgot that existed.
How do you find that?
Asymptote. Well, first, it will only have a slant asymptote if what is true.
It doesn't have a horizontal.
No, if it's
I
one
lied.
bigger on the top for the exponent.
Yes, if it's one bigger on the top, which means it also won't have a horizontal. That is true. It is impossible for it to have a slant and a horizontal because the top has to be one bigger than the bottom, right? And if it's bigger on top, yeah. So this one does have one because the degree of the top is one more than the degree of the bottom. 1 plus 1 is 2. All right, to find out what that is, we are going to do
Something.
log division.
Uh,
I'm gonna make room. I'm gonna make room here. What is 3x squared plus 1 divided by x?
You need to put a 0 in
Oh yeah, x plus 0. That's fair. X plus 0.
there.
That's fair.
Undivision on.
Oh, and a plus 0 here too?
No,
There.
yeah.
Okay, this is good. This is good now. All right, how many times does x go into 3x squared? Oh, 3x times. Right? 3x squared divided by x is 3x. Or x times 3x squared, 3x is 3x squared. Plus 0, x, subtract. Hey, you get 0. Plus 1, so this has a remainder. Do we care? We don't care. I don't care about that at all. What am I gonna do? Look at that? No. So this has a slant asymptote of y equals 3x, which if you graph it in a different color, which you can change the color of your pencil by just coming up here and clicking a different color for it.
I don't have
You don't have that?
I don't know.
Ah, well. You don't have that either? Oh, well. Some people will have it, some people won't. Here's the line y equals 3x.
I'm freaking.
Okay, and then after all of that, then you would do test points between where this critical stuff happens and then plot those points. Or in reality, I'm sure I probably said this. You would just graph it, right? Oop. 1 over. There you go. And then you just graph. So it looks like this. Okay, again, just go up to the top to your format bar and change the color of your pen. And then that works in real life too. Do. Okay, hold on. I didn't look what happened. Okay, it just goes there. Oh, is it going here? Oh, it's kind of gross. Is that what it looks like? Wow, that's pretty neat. And if you do type in x equals 0 and y equals 3x, you can see. Look at how, oh my gosh, look at how well I did that freehand. Shut the front door. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that good? I'm so talented. Oh, we didn't do our end behavior. Should we do that? Well, it's really easy now that we have the graph. As x goes to infinity, y goes to infinity. As x goes forever to the right, y goes up. As x goes to the left, y goes down. And that's, you can just get that from the graph. You just look at it. You're like, look, that's what it does. Yay? All right, that was what you're supposed to learn from Friday's lecture. If you didn't learn it, you can go back and watch it again. Or you can go to WebAssign. You know about these? I don't know if everyone's been using these, but these are pretty neat. If you go to WebAssign, student view. I might even showed this on Friday because of the paternity leave thing. All right, so this is what it looks like when you log on. And if you go to resources and you open this up and you say, wow, I really didn't understand 2.7, how to graph stuff. There's all these videos here that you can watch. And they're all like super short. It's like a 4.5-minute video. I think that's the longest I've ever seen. Usually they're like 2 minutes, 2.5, 3.5. And you can watch somebody lecture over literally the exact thing that you need. Like you don't know how to find the asymptotes, you can just watch over just that. You don't know how to do slant asymptotes, you can watch a video over just slant asymptotes. Yay. All right, questions on the bell work? All right, what we're doing today is quadratic models, which is easy peasy lemon squeezy actually. We're going to use scatter plots and a graph to find quadratic models and then choose models that best fit the data. I will show you how to do that, and then you'll do that, and then we're done. All right, so to fit a quadratic model to a data, the best way to show that is just to look at an example. Just go straight for it. Here's a problem. So a study was done to compare the speed in miles per hour with the mileage of an automobile. The results are shown in the table. Table. Use a graphing utility to create a scatter plot and a quadratic regression. Use the model to approximate the speed at which mileage is the greatest from the table. All right, here's how you would do that. It's actually, to be honest, you really actually already know how to do this, but I'll show you. Stop share, reshare, whole screen. We will grab our graphing calculator. We will make it not so humongous. That work? Okay. And then we're going to hit stat. Edit. If you have data in your table already, you can go up and hit clear and enter. I think if you hit delete, that does it too. Oh no, that doesn't do that. I didn't want to do that. My list 2 is gone. Why did I do that? Ah. All right, it's okay. No reason to panic. All right. Then what you're going to do is you're just going to type in your numbers. First person to type in all the numbers wins a feeling of self-accomplishment. The rest of you get shamed. 20. Right. Stat edit. And then if you need to clear, go up to the top and hit clear enter. Don't hit delete because it'll delete the entire column. I knew that was going to happen, but I did it anyway to show you. 45. 50. Nope, that's not how you type 50. There's 50.
Oh no, I missed a number.
65.
I lied.
7. By the way, notice what happens as your speed gets past 50. what's starting to happen to your miles per gallon. Oh, yeah.
Is this what you were talking about when you go?
This is what I was talking about. As a rule of thumb, I guess my rule of thumb was off. It's really every 2 miles you go over, you lose 1 mile per gallon, not 1 to 1. It's 2 to 1. Though, to be honest, it probably really depends on your actual car, too.
Oh my gosh, we can watch this thing.
This is kind of fun, just typing in numbers. This, I could just type in numbers all day. Look at how, look, just typing in numbers. Look at me. Okay, I've typed in all the numbers. I will give you a moment because I'm sure you all are slower than me. I went pretty fast. All right, are you ready? Okay, then we're gonna hit stat. We're gonna go right to the calc tab. And then we've done this before with option 4 to get a line to fit the data. We're now going to do option 5 to get a quadratic to fit the data. Okay, now I messed up. So you can just hit enter, but because I messed up, I have to fix this. Because I put my y value in list 3 because was showing you that error. But you should, let's say list 2. Calculate. Does anyone's calculator not show the R value? No? Oh, well, okay. That's a big. Let me see if I can help out with that. Domain mismatch. Yes, domain. Yes, you got 1 extra y value to your x value. You have to audit your data.
How do
That's
I
all.
get rid of this?
Okay. 15 is 22.3. Uh-oh. 20 is 25.5. 25. 30. 35. 40. 45. 40. 50. 55. Read that last one. Oh no, what did I do? Oh, why did I not work? Why is it doing this? Everything is terrible.
Oh, I figured it out.
Oh, there's a whole bunch. Oh, I see. You started typing at the bottom, so you have 1,000 numbers too many. There you go.
1,000 numbers.
There, now it's good. You're good now.
I thought it was deleted.
Just hit enter one.
Yours.
Ah, yours doesn't have it though. Yours doesn't have it. I can fix
Got
that.
it now.
Go to the settings tab.
Okay. Try it again. Stat edit or stat calc option 5 and then hit enter button. All right, does anybody else not have an R squared value? Okay, that's a calculator setting that you have to adjust, but I think I got them all. Okay, what does the R squared value tell us? This is a good question. Think back to August.
Oh.
R squared tells you how well
Oh, it fits line best fit.
how well this fits.
Yeah.
This is really close to 1, so this is a really good fit. If you, in our equation is y equals negative 0.008 x squared plus 0.046 x plus 13.462, which I'll write down before I erase this. And I'm just gonna go to 4 decimal points. I bet you there's a way to store this. I should probably look that up. But if you go to y equals, you could then type that in. Negative 0.008 x squared plus 0.747 x plus 13.462. All right, if you don't have to follow along as I do this, but if you hit stat calc option 4, that would give you a line of best fit. And notice that its R squared value is hot garbage, 0.003. So this is best fit by a quadratic, not by a line, because the R squared value is bigger for the quadratic. All right, if we go back to now your thing, and you go up to plot 1 and you hit enter, which again, I'm gonna have to reset mine because I told it to use list 3 for my Y value. List 3, okay. And then if you're gonna have to adjust the window. Let's do 0 to 100 for the X. Counting by tens. And for the Ys, I don't know, 20 to 35. Counting by ones is fine. Sure, count by ones. To be honest, again, this is arbitrary. You can decide. I went 0 to 100 on the X's, and I did 20 to 35 on the Ys. This is what I decided to do. Graph. Look at that. See that? You can't, if you hit Y equals, you can't go up and turn on plot 1 or no?
No, it's just.
Hit second Y equals then. Second Y equals will let you do it manually, and it'll let you, if you have the nicer calculators, you can tell it all sorts of stuff. Like I could tell it, you know, I'm not really feeling blue today. Let's do magenta. Now when I graph it, look at that. Pretty. Yeah. The blue and the pink really go together. Yeah. Nice. All right. Any other? Are we okay with this? I'm holding up. Oh, shoot. We aren't okay with this. We were supposed to do one more thing. We were supposed to find when our miles per gallon was best. So if we hit second trace, to find our maximum is option 4. And again, we just follow the prompts. We're going to go left of the maximum, right of the maximum, and then where we think the maximum's at. And there it is.
What is it?
Your car will get the best miles per gallon at 46.7 miles per hour. Second trace, option 4.
Why does it make us do the little right left?
The reason why is because the algorithm that your calculator you use to determine when the maximum is it will go halfway between the left and the rights that you tell it, see if it's the value there, record that, and then go a little bit to the left and a little bit to the right, and see if it's getting bigger or smaller, right? And it'll eventually like hone in. It tests a bunch of points, bouncing back between those two bounds that you set.
So putting the two little things there
Is
narrows it
telling
down.
it where to go. Because if there's 2 maximums, right, like if there's a roller coaster, it's got 2 hills and you have it covering both hills, it will never find it because it'll be like, oh, I can't see, it's getting high over here and here, right? Like it can't, that's why.
I'm so confused. It's like,
Yep. All right, happy? Your turn. Netflix. Stop share, reshare, just the screen. So this shows the revenue for Netflix based on different years. I will tell you, when you're typing this into your calculator, you don't really have to do 2010. You could let it be 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, right? Like you don't need to put 2000 in front of each of these. I'll give you 3 minutes to do that. You're gonna do both the linear and the quadratic, and then you're gonna tell me which model is better, the linear or the quadratic. No, we don't. No, what? I don't believe it.
Absolutely. This
What's
is the
happening?
Venus entire.
Oh, okay. That's fine. We gotta get on one.
It's not fine.
How do you get that is a good question.
But it's
How
fine.
do you get that? These are good questions. Let's do that. Hey, I did it. Second insert, hey. Second delete will insert, and then you have to give it a name. I gave it a name. Okay,
Yeah, he's basically the genius.
basically, that's what my mom says anyway.
Is it what she says?
It is. Don't err if you can.
What is this?
Walk around. You're stuck, let me know. All right,
Oh, I'm an idiot.
yay. All right. Yeah? Sure? All right. Yes, that. Oh, no, you want to just it. Yeah. Edit. Now it's that. How we do it? You got it? And I'll do it for linear. I'll also record your R value. And I do it for linear. That? Option 4 is linear, option 5 is quadratic. Okay? And then whichever has better R value. Yeah, that will be quadratic. Yeah. Cool. You can take a picture. Yes? I'll do it. Right? Yes? Okay. How are we
Oh
doing?
my goodness.
What's the requirement?
Exactly.
What, no, what is it?
I think it's
Oh my gosh, that is a vehicle. Hey, this
Let's
is
switch it.
What is that? This is a linear sphere.
Okay, which one do you need to figure out how to graph it or get the equation? Yes? That. Okay, type it on.
Oh my
And again, you don't really need to put it out. You can put,
goodness. Is it the quadratic expression?
is that the better one?
I feel like it is.
Yeah? That's how one has a higher R value.
So,
R
well, definitely
squared.
does. This one is better. It doesn't have all that.
Compare the R squares. R squared. What 93? What did you have for the other R squared? Then if the quadratic would be better. It's 1 times that 2 is 1 times 2. Okay, stat, right? Number 4 is your linear model. Number 5 is your quadratic model.
Wait, well, where's your R
You'll get
two?
the number. Enter. Okay, and this is your equation, y is ax plus b, that should be, and then here's your R squared, 0.923. You're gonna do, you write that down, so like 3 decimal places. And then you do the same thing with quadratic. If the quadratic has a bigger R squared, then it's better. Because bigger is always better. Yeah, let me show you.
That, no, not this, the one where it's.
Now it works. You won't have to ever do that. Yeah. If you do it again, it'll work. It's just a static.
Oh, it's that.
Yay?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, how we doing over here?
Mr. Lake, Jared seems to not have the R square value.
Nope. 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 Wait, you get that? No, I'll remember that. Sorry. Please.
Oh, you made my thing disappear.
Now if you do the work. No, just 3 decimals. 3 decimal places is fine. Or whatever, if we have a sign, it'll tell you how many to go to. Not yet. Not yet.
Mr. Newberry told me it was supposed to snow today.
Mr. Newberry.
What are you talking about? Oh,
Okay.
Mr. Newberry, Mr. Berry meant. I know. I forget which one's like. Creative writing.
That's.
I knew that. Is he going to that again? I kind of want to see this class.
Okay, I'm gonna type mine in, maybe different than you. So if I get different answers, the R squared should be the same, but I might have different A, B, and C. Because I'm gonna type mine in, it's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And now 2.16, 3.2, 3.61, 4.37, 5.5, 6.78, 8.83, and 11.69. All right, now that you have it typed in, if you calculate the linear, you should get an R squared value of 0.923, which is good. It's good. But if you do calculate option 5, you get an R squared value of 0.99, which is even better. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's almost perfect. So this is the better model, a quadratic. So actually, to be honest, it's probably like in real life, we probably know that's actually not the best model for Netflix, because since 2017, I think they've also just kept going up. So it's more like a exponential or logarithmic model, which we'll do next chapter. Yes. Yes, we will. It'll be so good.
Oh my goodness.
Actually, I'm going to do it now just because I'm curious. You don't have to do this, but
I put my calculator in.
yeah, not natural log. Yeah, you will want it for the homework. Yeah, look at that exponential regression, 0.99.
5.
What's the power one? I think exponential is the way to go. Really, it's probably some combination between those two. All right, questions? The homework is really short. I think it's like 4 or 6 problems. You should be able to get it done before you leave, even with whatever time we have left. To be honest, you should be able to get it done in 10 minutes. Yeah.